Welcome to this explainer. If you're a high-functioning professional, you probably know the exact feeling we're talking about today. You're constantly wired, yet somehow completely exhausted at the exact same time. You're running on empty, but your brain just won't shut off. Well, today, we are unpacking the actual physiological reasons why this happens, and we're introducing the KrevFlow Reset OS. It's basically the ultimate biological framework to finally get your life and your energy back.
Let's be real for a second and hold up a mirror to a devastating modern epidemic. Are you tired in a way that sleep simply doesn't fix? You know what I mean, right? We're talking about feeling completely drained even after a full weekend of resting. You can push through and finish the project, you can fake a smile through the Zoom meeting, but you still feel wound up like a coiled spring the entire ride home. And the harsh truth? If you don't fix this, it literally only gets worse. I absolutely love this quote because it hits the nail right on the head. Modern adult life runs the body like a startup with no off switch. Listen, you aren't inherently flawed, and you definitely aren't failing at productivity. The real issue is that your nervous system is simply stuck in this dangerous, always-on state. You aren't anxious because something is wrong right now. Your body has just learned that the safest assumption is that a crisis is always right around the corner. Check this out. These are 11 distinct signs that your nervous system is practically screaming for a hard reset. Take a look and check yourself against this list. Do you have a sore jaw by lunchtime? Are your shoulders constantly creeping up to your ears? Do you snap easily at tiny, insignificant things? The amazing thing about seeing this laid out is that it reframes these struggles. They aren't personal flaws, they are biological warning sirens from a completely overloaded system. Now, this systemic overdrive usually shows up in 3 really dangerous flavors. First up, anxious activation. That's your classic wired state with racing thoughts and a pounding heart. Then there's numb withdrawal. This is where everything just feels flat. Sleep doesn't refresh you, and it's incredibly hard to muster up any excitement. Finally, reactive lid off. This is when you snap at your partner over nothing or suddenly get intense road rage. And honestly, it is completely normal for a burnt-out professional to cycle through all 3 of these in a single chaotic day. It's just one body trying to run 3 failed coping strategies. But here is the absolute game changer. Your body is teachable. Just like your nervous system learned to brace itself, it can actually learn how to soften. And that is the magic of the KrevFlow Reset OS. It relies on 4 distinct anchors: breath, body, senses, and story. By using this exact framework for just 12 minutes a day, you can actively unlearn the tension and finally reclaim your peace of mind. Let's dive right into pattern number 1, the morning anxiety pattern. Okay. This framework is going to provide massive psychological relief for anyone who wakes up with a tight chest before their eyes are even fully open. That morning panic, it is not in your head. Biologically, the body naturally spikes your cortisol levels to help wake you up. But when that totally normal cortisol spike hits a nervous system that is already chronically stressed out, boom, you get an immediate feeling of anxiety. You aren't waking up broken. Your natural waking biology is just colliding with chronic stress. So here is the exact protocol to solve it. It's a super fast 8-minute stock that you absolutely must do before you ever touch your phone. The golden rule here is phone after the stack, email after coffee. If you give your brain immediate access to notifications right when you wake up, you're practically guaranteeing that cortisol spike turns into a full-day downward spiral. Don't fall into that trap. Instead of just talking abstract theory, here are the actual micro-actionable steps. It sequences the 4 anchors perfectly. First, engage your senses by just noticing 5 things around you. Next, the body with a simple physical fold. Then hit the senses again by splashing cold water on your face and looking at some sunlight. Follow that up with a few cycles of calm breath. And finally, story. Just recite a right now sentence to ground yourself. 8 minutes. That is it. This stack completely intercepts that cortisol spike and radically changes the trajectory of your entire morning. Moving on to pattern number 2, the infamous 3 p.m. crash. Oh man, we all know this feeling. Your focus completely fins to zero, and that second cup of coffee feels absolutely necessary just to survive until 5 p.m. But we really need to replace that anxiety-inducing coffee with a 20-minute outdoor walk. Pushing through the exhaustion with artificial stimulants is basically a guarantee that you'll hit that reactive lid-off stage by the time you get home. This totally blew my mind. Framing this afternoon dip as a natural circadian feature rather than some failure of your work ethic changes everything. Your energy curve is biologically built to dip in the early afternoon. It's the exact same curve that cultures worldwide have built their siestas around.
Understanding this completely eliminates the professional guilt and points us toward a real physiological solution rather than just relying on a cheap caffeine band-aid.
So here is your ultimate midday recovery protocol. Step 1. Take a quick 5-minute walk outside, looking off into the distance to relax your optic nerve. No screens. Step 2. Drink a full glass of water because, honestly, a massive part of that crash is actually just dehydration. Step 3. Run a few calm breath cycles. And Step 4. Eat a real protein snack. Getting up, hydrating, and breathing restores your energy tank in a way that coffee simply never will. When you look at these two approaches side by side, the choice is pretty undeniable. The old way relies on white-knuckling through your exhaustion, masking your biological signals with caffeine, and bringing a totally fried nervous system home to your family. You literally can't afford to keep doing that. The new way uses the Reset OS, inserting these little micro-recoveries into your day to naturally reset your entire baseline. I want to quickly highlight the final, incredibly powerful anchor of this system, story. All day long, there's a voice in your head describing what is happening, and your body actually listens to the felt sense underneath those words. By explicitly reciting an accuracy sentence out loud, something like, "Right now, in this room, I am safe," you instantly interrupt that underlying threat narrative. Naming your reality accurately can radically drop the intensity of your stress in literally a matter of seconds. So, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative question to think about. If your nervous system has been running on empty for years, if you've been operating like a startup with zero off switch, what would happen if you finally gave it just 8 minutes to soften today? The science proves your body is ready and waiting to heal. Don't spend another day wired and tired. Today is the day you finally show it how to rest again.
Check the link in the description below and hurry to get it. Don't miss out.